So a lot of you are probably going to get blindsided by this video, but yeah, there was some ReZero Season 3 information that came out today. This live stream actually, now that the time of me recording this, just came to an end about a few minutes ago, and I wanted to give my overall thoughts of the live stream and the information that came out for ReZero, kind of get it all in one place, because obviously, those that did participate in this live stream, there's probably things that you understood, there's probably things you didn't understand, and I kind of want to put it all in one place, because this was an hour-long live stream, and there was some scattered information throughout this entire stream for people that are seeking more information, like ReZero-related content. So let's just start off. So the overall stream basically begins with, kind of showcasing, the different, voice actors, and I want to take a few moments to really point this out. I really love how, if you just take a look at this, okay, and if you're a ReZero fan, you can tell which person here, which VA, is voicing which character without even knowing. Like, if you had no idea who it was, just looking at the way they present themselves in this live stream, you can easily see. You can see Amelia, you can see Byakuo, you can see Subaru, you can see, Otto, you can see Garfield, you can see all of them just sitting here, and you know who's who, and I love that. I really love the energy these VAs give off. It really just showcases, regardless of, whatever may happen for the future of ReZero, these individuals here really love what they're doing. They love these characters, and they love, ReZero to death, because the energy they give off while I was just watching this live stream is just truly beautiful, and I think that was one big thing that I really enjoyed about this live stream. Now, with that all the way, though, we had a trailer pop up, and obviously, when this first started, I and many others thought this was going to be a new trailer, and kind of find out it's just a trailer that came out, earlier, this year around like April 25th or whatever. We had the ReZero Season 3 announcement and the trailer, like, we brought it into like a reality, so to speak, or hopium. And, still, regardless of how this wasn't a new trailer, it's still an amazing trailer. Straight fire. And so, when this trailer came out, I was already at that point where, like, if they're showing us this, they're probably not going to give us new footage. That was my impression as soon as this happened. And as the live stream happened, that was accurate. However, there was new stuff that came out. Like, as you can see here in the background, we had a new key visual for ReZero Season 3 get revealed. And this is the key visual, which I have here on screen. I have a closer-up screenshot actually on my my Twitter feed, so here, let me pull this up. So basically, this is the key visual that came out amongst this live stream, and this is, I'm just gonna be blunt with you, this is the only new information for ReZero Season 3 that we got for the entire hour-long live stream. However, there is more information to cover than just that, but the point of the matter is, if you're looking for just, ReZero Season 3 content, this is technically the only information we got, from my understanding. I can't understand Japanese completely, but, yeah, this is all we got. But the key visual, though, does say a lot, though. I mean, for one, I really like the design of it. For one, it shows all the royal candidates on the cover. I think that's very important, especially for the content that, Arc 5 is going to be covering. I just love the destruction all around the characters as well. And, I don't know, just the way this entire key visual looks, it kind of gives a demonstration or what to expect from Arc 5. We also got a synopsis as well. Like, when this was coming out and, that little bit happened, we got a little synopsis that was read out to us. And, I mean, this is nothing too important, basically. Just saying what Arc 5 is going to be about. And as I've covered in countless videos, to just completely summarize, it's going to be about basically going to a water city and, there's going to be a lot of things that happen. I mean, you saw the trailer. You clearly know there's going to be a lot of bad things that's going to happen. I mean, it's ReZero. But, yeah, it's basically a synopsis of Arc 5, which, because of that, it's like, they're still being very vague about whatever's going to happen after Arc 5. But, anyways, get back into the key visual, though. I think the key visual, and from what I could see here, I don't see any secrets that really stand out to me, because obviously the first key visual we got for ReZero Season 3, there was a secret with, like, within that, with Subaru. And I don't see any secrets that is apparent to me. Now, I could be wrong here. Maybe if I really analyze and dive into this, I could see something. But so far, at least right now, I don't see any secrets as it's hidden in plain sight for, this key visual, which is fine. But, yeah, overall, Great key visual. Now, besides that, we also got a little bit more information. We basically got a bunch of merchandise that was showcased in a game as well. Now, this game, I believe, was already technically announced at the last live stream we had, back in April or whatever. But we get a little bit more, footage of it and all that. And overall, it looks okay. Straight up, my first impressions of it when I saw this, it looks like Genshin Impact. That's exactly the overall thought process I got when I saw the game visuals, and I was just like, there's nothing wrong with that at all. It looks standard, the character designs look standard, and the movement overall, this is all they really showed. The character's kind of walking through a forest, and it's nothing necessarily impressive, I want to keep it real with you. But I do have my eyes on it. I am all for playing a ReZero game. I hope it's good. I really do. But at this point in time, the game doesn't look that impressive. That's my, I guess, cold, harsh opinion on the matter. Now, after this, we get a little bit more, stuff with the VAs, and they reveal basically Emilia's birthday, the different silhouettes, they finally have the visuals and all that. We get, Echidna, we get Emilia, we get Byakuo. I really like the designs, really cute, and I like that. And then they start showcasing, a bunch of merchandise and stuff that you can get and order and all that, as you can see here. It's really cute, and that pretty much wraps up all the information for ReZero in terms of new news. The rest of the live stream, the next 40 minutes of the live stream, is spent the VAs just playing party games with each other. They start playing party games and all that, and this is such a good moment. Regardless if you didn't like this segment or not, seeing Garfield's voice actor just looking at he's looking at Rosewall. I don't know, man. These characters, these VAs really channeled their characters in these segments, and I thought that was pretty funny. Even if a lot of this is probably scripted, it's really funny. It brought me a lot of joy and all that. There was a lot of great stuff throughout this, but yes, most of the stream after those little reveals I talked about is just... it's party games. And once again, there's nothing wrong with this. I think it's fun. It showcases the bond between the VAs. They're having a lot of fun with each other. It shows how closely knitted they are. And I think that just seeing this is definitely, I would see from these characters. For instance, if these VAs were actually their characters, like Subaru, Emilia, Byakuo, Garfield, Otto, I feel like, this is what they would do. If they were put in this situation and they had a bunch of different games around them, this is what they would do. And I feel like it's pretty magical, honestly. It's a magical experience. I love this. It was very, very adorable. And I know not everybody's going to care about this, but I don't know. I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy this live stream. We got some stuff with the visual novel as well. A little bit about the visual novel at the end here. But not the visual novel, but the light novel as well and all that. And then the manga. And that's about it, but nothing too much, nothing that we didn't already know. So, yeah, even though it was an hour long, and honestly, the information could be condensed down into 15 minutes, it still was a very fun live stream. Sadly, we don't have an announcement for when the anime is going to air, which I think in the grand scheme of things is probably a good thing, and hear me out on that, okay? I know we're all wanting ReZero Season 3. I know I do. I want ReZero Season 3, right now. But, at the same time, if it's not done... and, it's not finished, I think it's better to wait. That's the truth. And, I'd rather them take their time, not have an arbitrary deadline that's put there, oh, it needs to air by, spring of next year. I'd rather them have, time to work on this, polish it, make it good, and then release it. I know not all anime can be like that. I'm aware of this. That's like a pipe dream. But, I think because without the lack of release date, and it's clear there is some progress being made, I think that it's a good thing that there is no release date. That means there's more time for them to work on it. So, yeah, I think no news is kind of good news. That's my takeaway from this live stream. But I guess I'll wrap it up. I just kind of wanted to condense all the information into one. One other thing I do want to cover is Ice, which is, very famous within the ReZero community. He did talk about, the short story, the Emilia's birthday. Apparently there's going to be a short story accompanying it as well for the event. So there is something for that to look forward to. We just got to wait for the translation. But I'm assuming Ice's team will probably do that eventually. They're well known for giving us translations to the web novel and all that, so I'm not really that concerned. Eventually it will be, but yeah, so that's all the information that came out. Just wanted to put it all in one place. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me a like if you enjoyed this video, and with that, be safe, stay healthy, Chibi out.